There are hundreds of species of ducks that live all over the world. And every year, many of them travel thousands of kilometers between their breeding grounds and their wintering grounds. But how do they get there? Do they use a map or an app like Google Maps? How do they know where to go? We asked ourselves these questions and many more in our quest to uncover the secrets of duck migration. And what we found was both fascinating and a little unbelievable. So get ready to quack up as we take flight on this wild ride through the world of ducks. It's time for some duck facts. Part 1. All about migration. Some ducks travel thousands of miles each year during migration, flying up to 60 miles per hour. That's faster than most cars on the highway. It can also fly up to 600 miles per hour. During migration, ducks typically travel at night to avoid predators and fly in a V formation to conserve energy. Each duck takes turns being in the lead, which is a tough job since it requires more energy to stay together during migration. Ducks rely on visual cues from their paddling mates and also use their sense of smell to stay on course. Some ducks, such as the common goldeneye, can even dive underwater while migrating, allowing them to rest their wings and travel with the current. Now that's some serious swimming skills. Part 2. Navigational aids. During migration, ducks use a variety of navigational aids to stay on course, including the sun, stars, landmarks, and even magnetic fields. But how do they know which direction to face when they're navigating using the sun or stars? Well, it turns out that ducks have an internal compass that helps them orient themselves in space. This compass is controlled by a small region in their brains called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which receives input from the eyes and ears to help keep the brain oriented. In addition to their internal compass, ducks also use landmarks such as mountains, rivers, and coastlines to help them navigate. They were able to remember the location of these landmarks and use them to orient themselves, even if they've never been there before. But ducks aren't the only ones who use landmarks for navigation. You humans do it too. Just think about how many times you've used a landmark to find your way around a new city or town. Part 3. The importance of rest stops. When ducks travel long distances, they need to make frequent rest stops to refuel and recharge. They typically stop to feed and rest at places like ponds, lakes, and rivers, and they can travel up to 60 miles per hour. When migrating, it's important for ducks to choose the right stopover sites. They need places that have enough food and water, but also that are safe from predators, luckily. Ducks have excellent memories, and they are able to remember the location of good feeding and resting spots from year to year. This helps them plan their migration routes and ensure that they have the energy they need to make the rest of their journey. Part 4. A helping wing. Even though ducks are strong and determined creatures, sometimes they need a little help to make it to their destination. That's where people come in. People can help ducks in a number of ways, such as by providing food and water, removing obstacles from their path and protecting them from predators. For example, one group of researchers in Canada banded together to protect the habitat of an endangered duck species called the American black duck. They worked with local farmers to create wetland areas that the ducks could use for feeding and resting, and they also helped to control invasive species that were competing with the ducks for resources. Thanks to their efforts, the American black duck has made a remarkable recovery and is no longer at risk of extinction. We hope you enjoyed learning about ducks as much as we enjoyed sharing what we learned with you. Till next time, happy quacking. Ducks are amazing creatures and we're lucky to have them in our world. Bye.